should. Oh, yeah, to the Yasu de Tawata Japambeja, Tamajin did it. Kodam Dano, Jones. Good morning. Good morning. I think today we don't need this. Yesterday, Saturday, this is actually for nap. If you didn't sleep very well, so you are welcome to take a good nap. Monastery, over time, because you end up sitting the young age. I went there when I was 7. You go there, there's a lot of sitting. You are young, you have no idea, no clue, almost clueless. You go there, you get breakfast there, breakfast. You sit there a long time. Of course, then you sleep. It's not most comfortable place. Over time, after maybe 1 year, 2 years, you become expert. Looks like you are meditating, actually you are napping. Won't move at all. You can tell if a newcomer then go like this. There's newcomer. Then after a few years you become expert. Sometimes you wake up like, then you are slow wakes up. And I heard in Tibet, we have discipliners. In the prayer, that one monk we elect every year. Job, that monk's duty is like make sure that nobody's like chit-chatting or like sleeping or playing. We have lines like hundreds of monks, then between their space where they can serve tea and bread, each line is hundreds of monks. In the center, there's the senior monk. Then goes further for all the young monks, the very side. That's where all the trouble happens. So Tibet, there's no lights, so you can't see. There, the parents cannot see, it's all dark. So the discipline bring one like lamp, probably, when they serve the tea. What they do when the discipline is gently, very gentle, out of pure compassion. Wake you up like that. Monks become more smarter, so they put butter. We Tibetans, we drink butter tea. Butter, black tea, salt, milk, all shake together, and there's a layer of butter on the top of the cup. When the discipline comes, can't catch, sleeps. But India you can't do it because it's light there everywhere. You don't need to do that. You can see. One of my friends, so he won't move at all. Exactly like that. Number of times I thought like he's sleeping. He's not sleeping. He's napping. I thought like he's meditating. Actually, he's not meditating. He's like having good nap like that. So then, if you are not careful, there's risk. You may flip over to the other line. So there's the big like embarrassment like that. Good morning, all the people on Zoom, friend from Patagonia. Anybody watching on YouTube then?
Geshe, I can't get on YouTube this morning. We're having a technical difficulty with YouTube. So we've got Zoom and in person.
That's a wonderful news. That you are free now. So I'm not sure where I stop here. So this is like this book's commentary written by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. So commentary on the root text, by Shantideva, Guide to Buddhism Way of Life. The section that I'm reading is the importance of so then after that, Linda will do Q&A, okay? First, let me read this a little bit. Called bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, okay? Altruistic attitude. So we are studying this, for your own happiness, okay? Don't please think like studying some kind of religion. No. So we get so much benefit, you get so much benefit, we get so much benefit, just simply being kind, opening our heart. Okay, so this is importance. It makes your life less complicated. Life itself is come with the complication, all kind of complications. But on top of that, we make it more complicated. Not physically, mentally, not physically. Physically, you can make life more complicated. Mentally, means thought. Our thought makes our life more complicated. So therefore, we need to choose which thought we should embrace and which thought we should eliminate. Sake of your happiness. If you become happier, so then the energy that produced by happiness will positive impact on people around you. That's everybody get benefit, okay? So now I think I'll probably stop here, so I don't remember. So today I will mark. Okay, so what he's only saying here, and so we, Rangshe, you, yourself, and for others, we are seeking happiness. If we are seeking happiness for yourself and for other people, doesn't matter, same thing. Temporary, ultimate happiness. Temporary happiness, ultimate happiness. Consonant is whatever happiness you are seeking, temporary or ultimate, it doesn't matter. And you are still considered seeking happiness. Chamje jinji sim sangbo dinishi. Sim sangbo, gentle mind, noble mind, gentle mind. Which refers to loving kindness, chamje. That's how you say love in Tibetan, chamba. Chamba means love. Tse is the short word for compassion, loving kindness or loving kindness, compassion. So it's more like loving compassions, rather than loving kindness, loving compassion. Chamtse jinji sim sangbo dini tanas tse dilang gyoko yobo mases. Tana means like how you say, the least, at least, even in this life, loving compassion is not just good for, you don't practice just that for the sake of next life, even it's good for this life too. And it's also, you need that. It's not just you need this for next life. No, you also need this for this life too. Chanze jinje sem sangbo dini tada mizi dilang gyoko yobo masi maomba, future. Maomba means future. Jawa jun michepa lembes. According to Buddhism, I'm not sure like how many people in the West believes next life. Not sure how many people believe. I'm not asking you to believe anything. So you have this marvelous brain. So we study, this book's been, the root text has been written around 8th centuries.
Is it Shantideva's text? I'm not sure.
Yeah, around 8th centuries. This book's been written long time ago by one of the Indian scholars. So we are studying that. So you don't need to believe anything, you just need to use your own brain to analyze So when you do research, so here, you are pretty good at doing research. When you're trying to buy some product, you do a lot of research. You read review, read research. Why are you doing this? You're hoping to get the best. Maybe best deal, or maybe best product. So sometimes we look for best product for cheap price, but that's not possible. But we hope good. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You can hope good, so there's nothing wrong. That's your right. There's nothing wrong. But if that's the case, so do a lot of research, read review, talk to people, to get the best. And this is for your life. This is not just for something to wear or eat. This is for your life. So therefore, no need to believe, need to do research, analyze. Is there is there next life? Or is there life before this? Need to analyze. Okay, use your brain, need to analyze. So then you will reach some conclusions, definitely. Every question has to have answer, then you will reach some kind of conclusion. Or you may end up believing, I was like rock in Montana, life before this. I was a rock. So now I become this life, I become human. If that's your conclusion, maybe, then that's your conclusion. So for me, it's hard to believe I was rock, so then I become all of a sudden become very talkative in this life. That's hard to believe. That's hard to believe. You need to use your brain. Okay, I'm not asking you to believe anything. We are just studying here. So if there's life after this, if there's something goes on life after this, so then the loving compassion, loving kindness is also good for that. It's also will have positive impact on that too. Celestial being. Do they exist? In my eyes, for me, if you ask me, so I say yes, there are celestial beings. And even text that describes, even the realm that we live in is called desire realms. They come, so long time ago, I just know the word and doesn't pay much attention for the meaning. So now more I pay attention, the meaning of the word, they come, the desire. Come is realm, desire realm. It makes sense, Our lives is very much impacted by desire, very much impacted by desire. So, not having desire, life will be much, much better off, but that's hard to achieve, practically hard to achieve. It's like the honey, it's like honey, no honey, it's honey. You see, America uses honey, says honey on sharp, I say blade. So you probably get some sweet taste, but there's great risk. If you lick, there's great risk that might cut your tongue. That's great risk. It's like, sorry to say, but it's, if you pay attention closely, pay attention, amount of pleasure that we experience, but that compared to that amount of pleasure we experience, that the amount of stress that we go through to experience that pleasure is far greater than pleasure itself. That's the truth. It's not religious things, that's the truth. You have experience, I have experience, how much effort you put, go to Machu Picchu. It's not easy to get there. And how much pleasure you experience? Did you ever measure? And maybe like wake up early morning to need to catch the bus from the town, because I went there. Probably the same like you, seeking happiness, but there's no happiness. There's lamas there, lama. That lama doesn't teach, he just hang out on the mountain, doesn't. So anyway, so like it's kind of interesting, like then after maybe, I'm not sure, like 30 minutes for the most per hours, looking forward to going down. Staying up there's finished. Now looking to go down. So like that, life is like that. Need to be aware right from the beginning. Then your life will have less stress because you are fully aware. That's what's going to happen. So then probably you enjoy probably get better because of this power of your awareness. And not having any awareness, so then go there, so then maybe into fighting, like one person wants to go down, one person doesn't want to go down, then all kinds of complications, even in the vacation. So, yeah, desire do cause a lot of stress. That's the fact. That is the fact. Just analyze. No need to believe, just analyze. So this now I understand why it's called desire realm. It's a desire play important role in our life. So this is called desire realm. Within the desire realm, there's 7 different celestial realms. It is within the desire realm, 7 different celestial realms. Let's not go into detail into that. It's probably a waste of time. So Lhata Mi, Kyawa means like the human celestial being. Lebushik len deke lam yokoyos. If someone says, oh, maybe like I really wish to go to be born in celestial realms, or maybe I would like to be human again. Whatever that's all, whatever wish or desire you have, loving compassion needed, very much needed in order to achieve those goals. Very much needed. That's what he's sort of saying. Then do combine is a change so mujabatabi nyamne higher state of rebirth. Higher state of rebirth is the result. Higher state of rebirth is the result of practicing non-violence. So is life. Shortening someone's life is not good. Shortening someone's life is not good. Because mentally you will not feel good. It's very hard to believe you will be completely satisfied taking someone's life. That's hard to believe. Deep down, you won't feel good. So that is our moral responsibility, that we should not do something that causes pain in your mind. You should not do that. It's not wisdom, it's ignorance, it's not good. It's not good. No, you should not even harm yourself. You should not cause any pain to yourself. That's not good. That's not good. You should give much happiness possible to yourself. That is the practice that people should do for the sake of their own happiness. Then you command the change so much. He only says that the higher state of rebirth is the result of practicing not harming other lives. Analyze. Okay, analyze. Based on the fact, based on the realities, fact. Dendron means high state. There's like 6, 3 higher, 3 lower. There's like 6 different states according to Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist teachings. Yeah, if you are reading the book, everything that I said may not in the book. Sometimes I just add up things here. Okay, here it didn't say the 3 up, 3 down. It didn't say here in the book. It just says, I just remember. 진지 류당 소 롱주 초 년지나 뇌제 집에 자제된 conscious. 진지 류 other people's body, physical body, so their life. So interesting that I was like nowadays I still study. I've been monk since I was 7. I'm still studying every day, reading, learning, studying. Then wondering like when I read and there's like the amount of information in the books is like it's like mind blowing. So like sometimes I thinking like how I'm going to remember all of this, and I tell myself, oh, somebody else remember that, and that somebody else is like you, exactly looks like you, 2 hands, 1 head. Maybe you could also remember. Somebody else doesn't remember the first time, probably put some effort, you know. So here, like according to Buddhist teachings, particularly for Tantra teachings, what do you call like oxygen? What do you call breathing? That breath or oxygen? What do you call breath? That is life. That is life. Breath is the life. So my dictionary are gone. My dictionary are gone. I used to have dictionary here. Now it's gone. Tibetan called soul. That's something that keeps you alive. It's called soul. Then Indian master Vasubandhu wrote this text called Treasury of Knowledge. In Sanskrit, it's called Abhidharma Kosha. It has 9 chapters. 9 chapters. I think chapter number 3, which talks about Buddhist cosmology. So that's how I know, like, 7 celestial realms, Indra realm, all of that. There's a detailed explanations, life, size of their body, many information there. In that text, chapter number 3, it says, "So" is the one. I think some Tibetan English dictionary they translated soul. I think that's wrong. So they translated soul. I think that's wrong. Sorry, that's probably not right translations. So there's something they keep you. You could say energy. They keep you alive. So in that Vasubandhu said the soul is soul in lungs. Lungi means is breath. That is breath. That breath is very much depending on heat and energy. Heat and it's not lungs. It's like we are not talking about the wind element. I don't think we are talking about wind element. We are here talking about energy. The life is energy. So that energy is very much depend on another energy and like heat, some form of heat. So every day, if you manage to learn how to not to breathe, way to expand your life. Hard to say. That's what in text it says. Yeah, there are many what you call parna yoga, means like the parna in Sanskrit, like is wind element. There's like yoga that is associated with yoga, associated with that. Yoga simply means practice, that's all, nothing more. It doesn't mean you have to do like that. Yoga doesn't mean you have to put your head down and how you say, lift your 2 feet up. There's no need to do that. Yoga means practice. Tibet is called Nenjur. Lungi Nenjur, Parna Yoga, Lungi Nenjur. So there are, many like different like exercise. So some of them, then, like pressing the breath from upper side to down, and from down side to up, that pressing that somewhere here. So anyway, so just wondering, maybe every day, like a few minutes here, there, if you hold your breath, maybe will have positive impact on your longevity, how to say. So, that's life. Longevity, possessions, friends, their friends, others' body, others' life, others' possessions, others' friends, others' relatives. Saying it's better for sake of your happiness. Don't just think about sake of religion. This is mistake. It's a mistake. Sake of your own happiness. Very important. Sake of your own happiness. Is that true? Time need to analyze. Okay. Better to not to engage, not to do that. Not sake of religion, sake of your happiness. You will not feel good while you do. So that's how you analyze. You will not feel good harming other people's possessions. You may have an idea. Oh, that's how to achieve happiness. Wrong. Sorry to say, that's ignorance, not wisdom. Ignorance. Then when you read other Shantideva texts, same text, guide Buddhism way of life, not here. Dunga torde same chance. Oh, you have wish to overcome suffering. True, I do. But you do? True. I have wish to overcome from suffering or complications. Yes, I do. Dunga torde same chance. That's fact. You ask yourself, do you wish to overcome suffering? Yes, Shantideva was right. That's why he says, Dunga torde same chance. Next line is more complicated to understand what it really means. Second line says, looks like you go for suffering. Now you pause. I'm not going for suffering. You say, you answer, I'm not going for suffering. What is trying to say? What is saying? Then what is saying that you are going for suffering? Oh, very technique method we use to achieve something. That method leads us to suffering, more complications, more stress, fear, more anxiety, more feeling of insecurities. Very mechanism we use, that all leads to that. That's exactly what Shantideva means. The kids making a lot of noise in your house, boys. You feel like you want to scream. You to analyze what you're trying to achieve, what are you looking for? Peace. Mechanism you are about to use is like screaming. That's not how you achieve peace. But we do, unfortunately we do. We do. That's exactly what Shantideva means. Exactly. First two lines. Dewa Dujans. Yeah, you wish to achieve happiness. Yes, I do. Rangi Dewa, your happiness, you destroy like your own enemy. That doesn't sound right. I don't understand. It's exactly we do. That's exactly what we do. We destroy our own happiness. Then we blame somebody else. Oh, because of my neighbor, I was so unhappy. Because he used lawnmower every Saturday morning. So it never ends. That's the unending business. You are doing unending business. Never ends. And you will find somebody else to blame. Not not out of wisdom, out of ignorance. That's what timus, ignorance. Out of ignorance, you destroy your happiness like your own enemies. Out of ignorance. Not having clear understanding of the situations, not having clear understanding of situations, not having clear understanding of the situations, not having clear understanding of what you want to achieve, that leads to that. Oh, you read, you think, meditations. You think about what you read, meditations. Thinking about what you read, meditations. Thinking deep, meditations. What you're learning to protect your peace of mind, that's all. You're not learning how to protect Buddhism. Buddhism does not need protections. Does not need protection. No, protections. You need protections for your peace of mind. So you read. Next time when you're in the kids running out here, running there, you are not reacting, you are thinking. You are taking your time thinking, you are thinking, assessing the situation very carefully with full of wisdom. Much better, much better. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail. Sometimes you succeed. Sometimes when you succeed, logically you could succeed again. If you succeed one time, you could succeed again. Yeah. So that, it's all positive peace in your mind. Yeah. Now maybe Q&A, there's questions?
I don't have any questions right now.
Oh, then let's go. Maybe we'll read if there's no questions. So I already asked last Sunday to send a question here. Mm-hmm. If not, so then I would like to read it, okay?
Sure.
We have a few minutes. Please analyze, okay? Just analyze. Causing harm for other people's life, body, possessions, their friend, their relatives is not good. For what? It's not just going against religious practice. It's not good for your life. Analyze. It's not good for your life. So mutual, the opposite. Not harming other people's life, not taking other people's possessions. All of that. Not lying. All the goodness that happen, all the goodness that follows, not doing all of that, opposite, not doing that. Analyze. He's only didn't say here, analyze. I'm saying analyze. Yeah, you need to analyze, I need to analyze. We all need to analyze. You can't just accept, because somebody says so. You need to analyze, because if you have this brain, we can analyze, okay? Say, last few weeks I managed to make friends with one bird, wild bird, in my backyard, and one squirrel. It's like unrealistic thinking, chasing them with a stone and hoping to become close to them. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Very mechanism used is threatening them. It's like destroying it's causing them fearful. They're causing them like sense of insecurities. Instead of throwing stone, if you throw one nut, they're even animal. They have no religion. They have no education, no school. They know you are feeding them. They show no fear because they feel comfortable. They kind of trust you, start to trust you that you are not going to harm them. That's animals, so no language, no religions, no educations. Even that knows that somebody is feeding them. Can you imagine the human can think, generally speaking, but there are many some unfortunate cases. Generally speaking, that's what I try to do. Wherever I go, I try to be kind. Sometimes people take advantage. One time, two times, then you move on. You don't have to stick with that person. If you reach to your limit, So generally speaking, most of the time, if you're trying to be kind to someone, that person will be kind to you. You don't need to know that person, not to know that person, and in advance. No. When I went to monastery, I have no relatives, no family. They are 1,000 miles away. I just ended up with a bunch of strangers. I have no relatives, no family, no friends. All my friends is back in hometown. I learned. You could You could make friends. Probably you have also experienced too. Oh. Yeah, kindness. In my practice, the kindness, the most important things. You be kind. Most of the time, it works very well for your own benefit. So your own benefit. And in some cases, as I said, people take advantage. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But most cases, it works. Jine teta bu toche ji giwe june sa xe lan ne ze cha jun na pang bala tene so ji di da bi nyan ji tsawa ni shen ji cho la semba sambu shi ta da yo ba tins. Because you look at other with loving compassion, you look at them with other. You interact with the other beings out of loving kindness, loving compassion. That's why you get benefit. That's why you have more friends. That's why something happened to you. There's a lot of people out there sad because you're being kind. If you're being like abusive, like looking down on people because of your education, your title, your wealth, something happened to you, people don't sympathize with you because people think, oh, you deserve that. That here, this is the bodhicitta is best form of this like the Professor Robert Thurman translated it like enlightened self-interest. Very true. This kind of sums up the meaning of the bodhicitta, enlightened self-interest. It is self-interest, but it's the enlightened one. It's not normal. It's enlightened one. That's bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. Then what Shantideva says, Teve kyunga kusewe, Teve kyunga, therefore, Teve means therefore, purpose. Something's been said before that, maybe the benefit of bodhicitta, said, then kind of like trying to summarize that. Teve, therefore, sadness. Only matter of time, we go through that, only matter of time. That was expected. That was expected. Uncertainty was expected. How you say? Expected. Dissatisfaction was expected. Don't ever think that you will be satisfied all the time. Not right, not correct, incorrect. Need to be aware right from the beginning. There's losing loved one, expected. Encountering someone you don't like, expected. Not shocked, not surprised, expected. Need to be aware. Looking for something, no guarantee. You may find, you may not find, expected. Not surprised, not shocked. You have to have awareness. You have to have awareness. For sake of your happiness, unhappiness. You need to be aware. Then you may say, well, that's not in at all. So that was expected, Or sometimes becomes so successful, then goes down, expected. It's not surprise or shock, expected. That is called thinking about that. That's called meditations. So it's only a matter of time. It will happen. When it happens, it's not the happiest moment, but at least you're aware. Long time ago, you're aware. So you have less stress, less anxiety, less fear. It's coming. So, so the loving compassion, loving kindness is the best. The hardest is not a piece of cake. So it's not a piece of cake. Heart is the best. There's nothing better than that. It's the best. For your life, for your happiness, the best. If you think, the expressing raging anger, screaming, shouting is the best, ignorance. It's no wisdom. You are driven by ignorance. You are pushing yourself darkness to darkness. Start beginning with the darkness, then go into darkness. That's all. There'll be nothing. You won't see any light. Oh. So right now I need more compassion because my two nephews came down from New York. My daily schedule is upside down. Something they see source of happiness, you see source of not happiness. They are having great fun. You are not having great fun. It's not their problem. Maybe it's your problem. You need to wake up. I'm sorry, not you. I need to wake up. So I'm trying to wake up, but I say it's not, practice is not piece of cake, not piece of cake. Not piece of cake. If you do, first, you don't lose your peace of mind. You don't lose your peace of mind. Maybe you become part of their fun, their happiness, much better. You don't need to scream, shout. Like Kaza, Jigde, there's not here, there's some other master says, Jigde, light. Looking at the same thing, looking at the same thing, seeing two different ways. Make sense? Looking at the same thing, seeing two different things. For kids, they see source of happiness. You see source of suffering. But looking at the same thing, what they are doing, they are like just getting like a piece of empty box. They have own ideas, or they are going to create target, or maybe they want to shoot something. They want to create target. They require tapes, which cost money. In your mind, is everything serious. So that tape is for you. You already have ideas. That tape needs to for use when you close envelope. So then you use when you send package. You don't use for toys. That's your idea. It's not like inherent existence. You just made it up. All of a sudden, a kid use a bunch of tape, put here, put there, make a target. Oh. If you are not mindful, your peace of mind is about to lose. You are about to lose your peace of mind. For what? Tape. That's all. Tape. It's not like they are cutting your ears. And you act like it's more like they are cutting both ears, not just one. So not easy. Just you survive day by day, moment by moment. Choice. You can be part of their fun, or you can destroy your happiness, peace of mind, their peace of mind. Finish. Nobody's happy. You are capable to do that. You are fully capable to do that. And you are fully capable to create happiest atmosphere, like that. Looking at the same box they are using, they are trying to turn into some kind of like, they see different, you see different. Very true. Kachepalu. I think Kachepalu. That's the master Kachepalu. He said, it does not require a lot of thinking. Just to protect your peace of mind require a lot of thinking. You could say meditation, just require a lot of thinking. So much stress been caused by here, 3 doors, mouth, thought, physical, then you slam someone, all of that. 3 door, need to guard your 3 door precisely, sake of your own happiness, that's all. Sake of your own happiness. There's 1 minute left. 1 minute left. His Holiness says, when we go to see doctor, when you get sick, when you remember, like, think of it. Most of us, what you're asking the doctor, heal, because I'm not feeling well. That's why you go to see doctor. But when chance, so we need to think what's the meaning of healing. What's the meaning of healing? You understand? Then is a nyati gala, then is a nyati gala, namni deva samla shava mimbas. It's not just, like this, like when you go to see the doctor, maybe there's chair, there's maybe like bed that you sit on. That's not the meaning of healing. That's the process. Same come channel, so his only says the point of healing is calm mind, peaceful mind. That's what his only says. Analyze. Okay, so I'm just adding this, need to analyze. No need to believe right away, analyze. Nyati gana denin deva tanda sheva mimba, same gam jichane, shubu nebe tunis, remaining very calm, peaceful. That's the meaning of healing. Maybe Geshe Saboshi nang tu yume kantaya, whether the doctor gives you detailed explanation or like explain well or not, the suffering you experience. If the doctor says, oh, you need to rest, if the doctor says you need to rest, you need to take that into like not just physical level, you need to also take that like not just physically rest, also mentally need to rest. Same subject on the what doctor is saying, you need physically, mentally, you need rest. Physically, mentally. Tadung lu soji lu so lu tadung je lu soji chegola yoga bashi ji sa. Teta chena tazu tuen tambe ngato chebaras. So that is the meaning of rest. If you rest physically, mentally, then there's rest, there's also like healing. Okay, so now this is auspicious word to stop. We all need to rest. Time to go home and take nap. So maybe stop. Okay, time out.
So a couple of quick reminders and announcements before we do the closing prayers. On next weekend, not next weekend, on Sunday the 23rd, the Vajrayogini retreat that is happening right now with several Kadampa Center members will be closing with a Vajrayogini fire puja. And everyone is encouraged to attend that. It is in Boone, North Carolina. There is a lot of information online. So if you just go to kadampa-center.org, and there's pictures, at the top of that webpage. Click on the one that has the fire puja. You can't miss it. It has a black background with fire on it. And there's lots and lots of information there. So hopefully, Geshe is very much encouraging all of us who can and are able to travel to Boone on that Sunday, the 23rd, to do so if possible. There's opportunities to carpool as well, so make sure you read all of that information online. It's a lot. Contact me if you have questions. The Kadampa Center will be closed that Sunday for both meditation that morning as well as the teachings, so that all of us can go if we want to and are able to. On the Saturday, the 29th of April, which is my mom's birthday, she'll be 82, we are going to have a Gardens and Grounds Day. Monica, do you want to say anything about it, or just a reminder? Okay, yeah, so it starts at 9. We're going to have pizza. Please bring garden tools, shovels, wheelbarrows, things like that. More information can be found online as well at kadampa-center.org. Okay, now without further ado.
Oh yeah, thank you. And like Marcelo, thank you for translating into Spanish, Marcelo, Patagonia. So maybe hopefully see you when I reach like 75 years old. Hopefully see you soon. Okay, Patagonia. Thank you for translating. And thank you all the people on Zoom. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll do the dedication verses from Shantideva, which is page 246 in the Gold Prayer Book. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And then on page 244, Long Life Prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. And page 245, Long Life Prayer for Khyentse Rinpoche. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And the Long Life Prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche, back on 244. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjanath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savior of myself and others your disciples, please, please live long. And then we'll close with Grantara mantras for Geshe Gelek and Geshe Sangpo's long, happy, healthy lives. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great
Thank you, Linda, and thank you all the volunteers, and all of you have a nice weekend. And volunteers, all the volunteers is greatly appreciated, and I always pray for all of you. So because of that, run very smoothly. You walk in, ready to sit down. This is because dedication for all the volunteers, and I really want to express my appreciation from bottom of my heart. And happy Easter Day. Oh, yeah.